8:09. Good morning, Richard Szerman, Alta
Hi.
Realty.
Hello.
I have no idea why I'm singing. Well, yes, I do. It's
Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Christmas. You can sing at Christmas. It's
I-
good to sing at Christmas.
Richard Szerman is here.
Oh, thank you very much. I
Happy
appreciate
holidays.
that. I'll do you the favor of not singing back, though. You and your listeners a favor of not singing back.
How are you?
Not my thing. I'm very good. How are you guys?
You ready for the weekend?
I am. I'm ready for it to be Christmas. I'm very excited about it.
You, this time of year, play Santa Claus to many a mortgage holder.
I do. As a matter of fact, we do get a lot done just before Christmas. It's something about year's end. People want to get stuff done at the bank, so close out books or get it set up for the next. So we do quite a lot of that.
What have you been busy doing?
Well, I've got a little bit of an announcement today I'm very excited about. As of January 1st, we will no longer be Alta Realty.
What?
We're shifting to, well, it's the same sort of thing, but we're shifting to a company called Radius Agent.
Okay.
Which we're very excited about. They've got a lot more opportunities, they come with a lot more tools in the kit than we've ever had before. So it'll be nice. There'll be some stuff that we haven't been able to do before that we're able to do now, have a little more ability to help clients out and get stuff done for them. So we're really excited about it.
It's called Radius.
Radius Agent.
And this happens January 1.
January 1st. As of January 1st, we make the changeover, yeah.
Will your offices change? Phone numbers? Everything will remain?
Nope. Everything remains exactly the same. The only difference is the name on the letterhead, and we'll have a little bit more bandwidth, a little bit more capability to do stuff for our clients, which we're very excited about. So it gives us access to some more people around the state and around the country. They're more of a national concern, so that way we have a little bit farther reach, which is really going to be fun.
Which is going to be helpful.
Yeah, very, very.
You will be able to play Santa and Superman, depending on the time of year. You know, sometimes you're Superman, sometimes you're Santa.
I'm neither of those things, but thank you.
But but it'll help you. It'll help you help us.
Yeah, that's the idea. They approached us about it, and I thought, okay, if you guys want to do that, sounds good to me. But I thought they were a little off their nut, to be honest with you. But no, they're very serious about it. We're very excited about it. So,
let's do it.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Anything.
Christmas miracle. Give me a story of a Christmas miracle.
Okay, I've got a couple of them for you. We have two stories I've talked to you about before. One where we've got a client who was lucky enough to survive cancer, but it destroyed his business and kind of his life sort of fell down the tube. So we're just trying to keep a roof over his head till he can kind of get it back together. We meet a lot of our clients at a low point in their life. And we thought for sure we had kind of reached the end of that road. We'd done all we could possibly do, and the bank was going to cut us off. And as of the 16th of December, that was going to be the end of this journey for him, at least as far as that house is concerned. And we were very, very worried about it. And luckily for us, I sort of found a rabbit to pull out of my hat. Fairly expensive rabbit, but a rabbit nonetheless, and managed to save his house. And when I say that, I mean expensive for me, not for the client. Clients don't pay for anything. But we got it sorted out. So we got him a little bit more time, and I think we got it back on track, and I think we're going to actually get it done.
So you're a magician, too.
I am. And the other one is a very similar story. She's a social worker. She has 2 disabled children at home, and she's getting divorced. So she's got some stuff going on.
Whoa. That's a plateful. That's a plateful.
And the bank's reaction to all of this was, not our problem. Which was awful because it's a very inhuman. And I get it, that's their job, but saying that your job comes with a certain amount of loss of humanity is not an acceptable way to describe or to behave in your loss of human compassion.
Why do they have why do they have no bedside manner?
Because they've been doing it for a very long time in most cases.
So
or
cold.
Not at all. Because if you're talking to the lower levels, you're getting minimum wage employees who've been there for 10 minutes and are reading off a script. So they don't really know any better. You'd ask them, they sometimes slip and ask if you'd like fries with that. So that's what that is. And at the upper levels,
wait a second. And now add comedian to your resume.
We got to laugh at some of this stuff,
Okay.
otherwise it's just devastating. But and at the upper levels, they've just been there for a very long time. And when you've been working at the manure factory long enough, you don't really get the smell. You don't really notice the smell anymore. And that's a direct quote from somebody at a bank, by the way. I like that one. I've been using it for a long time.
It's true.
His way of explaining inhumane activity, but in her case as well, we were able to get it done. So we were able to save both of those houses. So I'm really proud of both of those. We're not quite out of the woods yet, but we're well on our way. So I think we're on the right track. So yeah, those are both Christmas miracles. But I'll talk about some other ones that should be happening. We're getting a lot of people right now who seem to think because they've been in forbearances and things like that, or they've managed to not pay a mortgage payment for nearly the last year and a half, and 2 years in some cases, or more, that's going to continue. And it's not. I've been talking to a lot of people around the industry, agents who do a lot of BPOs, that stands for broker price opinion. That's one of the things a bank does when they want to figure out what your house is worth, usually before they choose to foreclose. And the number of those has gone through the ceiling. Every agent I know who does those, their docket is completely full, whereas this time, a couple of months ago, there was 1 or 2. And now they're just, 15, 20 a week, which is completely insane. The number of notices of default that we're seeing. It's unfortunately, this is all, the dam is beginning to break. And what I'm very, very worried about is there are a lot of people who have just not reached out, or not taking care of this, that think they've got more time. And I'm here to tell you, you don't. Because when you go to your bank, you get a foreclosure notice in January or February, and you go to your bank and you say, COVID, 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 they're going to say, yeah, we've heard all about that. Sorry to hear it. Move. Because you've got equity in your house, and that's what they're after. Most houses have gone up nearly 20% in the last 2 years. That's a lot. That's, it's 20% more than your house was worth 24 months ago, in most cases, sometimes even higher, some places even higher. And so now if you didn't have equity a while ago, now you do, and the bank wants it. And if they're owed the money, they're going to come after you for it. And there are things you can do to protect yourself, but you've got to start now. If you wait till the last minute, we get clients all the time. The time you are wasting now, you're going to want back later, and you're not going to have it. So please don't wait. Do it now. If you have a mortgage that is in forbearance, or if the bank hasn't allowed you to come out of forbearance, which is a new trick they've been using to prevent people from refinancing, call now. If you're not going to do it yourself, call us. Call somebody, but get it sorted. Don't wait.
Don't wait.
It's
But
gonna
as
be
human
bad.
beings, we're natural procrastinators. You know that, right? We
Yeah.
are. But Richard, what is your, I want to try and explain what you do to our listeners if they've never heard you before. What's your title? What would you, like if you had like just one sentence to describe your title and what you do, what is it?
Well, my wife often refers to me as the world's worst real estate investor, so maybe that. We put a lot of, well, I'm very fortunate that I've got a very healthy real estate career, buying and selling real estate and doing investment properties and stuff for people. And I've been doing that for many, many years, almost 30 years now, and I'm pretty good at it. So track record's pretty solid. So, but I instead of using those funds to buy a bigger house or drive a nicer car, although I have a nice house and a nice car, I don't need bigger ones. I use that money, I put it back into the business and helping people. These two stories I was just telling you about people in Palmdale, the reason we were able to bail both of those out is because I went into my piggy bank and I said, oh, look what I found. And I used some of the money there in order to bail them out. It's not costing them anything. And it's money, I'll recoup the money at some point, I imagine. But it's this is the sort of stuff that we do just to kind of bail people out. So what is my title? Realtor. Realtor is probably pretty good, but I do what I think all realtors should do. I'm not judging anybody else, but I think if you're in a position to help people, you should. I'm constantly baffled why more people don't do the sort of thing I do in my industry, but I don't know if it's fear or just they don't understand it. Or I don't think it's because they don't care, but I don't know. But in my case, I found myself uniquely positioned to help people. I know how the banks work. I worked in foreclosures for a while and hated it. And then I've been working against the banks for almost nearly 30 years. And I know where the soft points are. I know what they want, and I know how to kind of get them to see what the client wants.
But see, that's why I can't just call you a real estate agent, because you're not just any ordinary real estate agent.
Well, yeah.
But that's what's on your business card, huh?
Yeah, that's all it says. Foreclosure prevention. Those will be on the next
Look
ones.
at you.
Free foreclosure prevention. Yeah, I probably need something better.
I think I'm gonna reach out and say you do. I'm gonna suggest you do. And how about January 1st with the new company?
Well, if anybody out there is listening and they're an advertiser, let me know what you think.
Let
What you guys think my title should be, because I frankly don't know. I'm just Rich Sherman, and people come to me with their problems, and I just fix them.
That's true.
That's just kind of it. And that's why I give out my phone number and all the rest of the stuff. But if you have a title for me that you think is better, I am all ears. I'm a fan of alliteration, so if you have things that go together, that's good too.
I
But
like alliteration too.
My favorite. So let me know.
But with that being said, give out the phone number a couple times.
Oh, absolutely. 661-714-1400. And give it out again. 661-714-1400. And yes, that really is my personal cell phone number. And yes, I will answer my phone even on Christmas. Although please don't call me on Christmas unless you absolutely have to. If I don't answer, text me. I'll call you back as soon as I can. But that really is my personal phone number. And if you have a house, if you've got an issue with a mortgage, you got an issue with a house, whether it's you're having trouble making your mortgage payment, or your house is a mess and you want to get it sold, and I mean mess like it needs a lot of money put into it so you can get full value out of it. Whatever your real estate problems are, however strange, probate issue, whatever they are, bring them to me. I can point you in the right direction. I can point you to attorneys if you need attorneys, accountants if you need accountants, stuff we do in our office. Whatever you need, just give me a call and I'll fix it for you.
The lesson for today is do not wait.
Don't
Call
wait.
Richard Sherman, brand new company in January, called again
Radius Agent.
Radius Agent.
Radius, we're very excited about it.
Let's leave one more time. We're going to leave off the phone number. Give us the phone number.
661-714-1400, 661-714-1400. And Merry Christmas, and thank you for having me on.
Richard Sherman, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year too. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.